Those glorious shoes. Denise from Diva D'Luxe brings us shoes today. Guadalupe Goler of Goler Imported Fine Shoes is joined by the beautiful Paula Goler. And we are so privileged to have you both with us today. Thank you.
Well, thank you.
And thank you for the gift.
I'm so happy to have them here. Goler is my favorite go-to store in New Mexico. And I go there all the time from Albuquerque. It's definitely worth the trip to Santa Fe for me.
It sure is. For me as well. And
yes.
You introduced me to these lovely ladies and their fabulous shoe wear, which I can't seem to get enough of. And I think the most important thing first is we talk a little bit about shoe trends, because shoes are such a big deal, especially to women.
Oh, yes.
So, Paula, tell us a little bit about some of the trends we're seeing.
Sure. You know, this spring, summer, you're going to see a lot of feminine brought back to the shoes. There's a lot of attention to detail, ornamentation, a lot of focus on the feet, which is really nice. A lot of heels, but a lot of flats with feminine features as well. So
pedicure appointments make them.
Yes.
Okay.
Very good point.
You know, it's sometimes, in the winter, it's hard for us to think about what's going to be prevalent when we get into spring, because it seems so far ahead, but it's really just around the corner, isn't it, Guadalupe?
Completely, yes. It's next week.
Next week. Before you know it.
Yes.
Well, we've got some of our shoes on the table. We'll show those. We also have some shoes right here that we're wearing. Let's show our shoes, too.
Yes.
We love our shoes. Now, Denise always talks about animal prints being so in style. Can we get a shot of these? Look at these.
Classic,
Ooh.
always in style.
And look at yours, Paula. These are fabulous.
Here we've got
even on a cold day, you got to wear them.
And you can't go wrong with the black strappy shoe like that. Looks great with leggings like Paula has on.
And they're comfortable, girls. They're really comfortable shoes. I never expected to be as comfortable when I wore these as I am.
Yes.
I love them. So now let's talk a little bit about what we're looking at over here as well on the table, because you said a lot of open toe, a lot of attention to detail. Give me some examples of what we're seeing.
Well, here we have just Donald Pliner and Lisa Pliner's part of their spring collection, and you'll see that there's a lot of wedges coming back, whereas last year not so much. Even in the flats, instead of going to a very flat gladiator, they're bringing it up to a slight wedge, which is really nice. And then again, the detailing that I mentioned, you have like the flowers here, some beading, and then if it's not with some ornamentation on the foot exactly, you're going to find it on the wedge as well. So you'll see, and then our model is going to be having some of the...
Yes, in fact, why don't we bring out our model to show some of the new spring collection that you'll be showing over at Goler as well. Let's take a look. Hi, Sarah. Thanks for being with us. Our beautiful model, Sarah. Look, now, what are we looking at here, Guadalupe?
She is wearing some Donald Pliner shoes, with the wedge. What is amazing is the comfort. You see her in a pretty high, like maybe 2.5 inches, but they are extremely comfortable. And then with the other cage style, we call it, it hugs your foot so well that you're not tipping toe, and that makes it very comfortable.
I think sometimes when you are on that arch, you start to feel like you're sliding, but when you're held in like that, there's a comfort level.
And then there's a little bit of a support in the front at the ball of the foot, so you're not completely flat on the ground. There's a lift there, a platform.
A big return to wedges because of the skinny pants and the skinny jeans and the leggings that you're seeing.
Yes.
And the wedges look great with a full-length legging or skinny pants, as well as the capri.
And of course, audience, she is not pulling a Helena Bonham Carter. She's not doing two shoes. It's just to show a little variety. We want to show some variety on the shoes, and we want to get it all in time. So that's why she has two different shoes on. But they actually do come as pairs.
Yes. And the juxtaposition between the romantic floral appeal of one wedge and then the really sleek cage style of the other. So you have choices depending on what your personal style is.
And it's like what Paula said. They're very feminine.
Yes.
Very feminine, but still very sexy, too.
Yes.
Great. And so now she'll come back. Now, I want to just go back to something you said about the beading, because that's really interesting to me. It's kind of almost like a moccasin. Is that how you would describe that shoe?
Like a loafer. Yes, this is like a loafer moccasin, and all of these are hand beaded. Now, I want to mention that these are all Donald Pliner, and Donald Pliner is a very well-known shoe designer, and he's going to be in our store on February 12th, so 2 Saturdays away.
Yes.
He'll be there from 10 to 6.
10 to 6, February 12th.
He's going to be signing the shoes, and we're also going to be introducing his wife's shoe collection, which is Lisa Pliner.
Oh, wow.
And Sarah's going to be coming back out with one of his very well-known mesh elastic designs.
Exciting.
Will be coming
Yeah, when she gets her shoes on, we'll bring her out. But I just want to mention to people who don't know, I mean, Donald Pliner, obviously, he has been exclusively bringing you his collection, and he is so well known around the world, but especially at your store in Santa Fe.
Yes, yes, he's really created a name for himself because of the mesh elastics that he uses. The material, you know, 10, 12 years ago, this was very innovative. You would rarely find it in shoes, but it was very comfortable on a woman's foot because it moves with you. It allows the foot to expand when, you know, in the summer feet get hot, so they swell a little bit. And the elastic is very forgiving in that, and then they stay on your feet really well. Plus, you can do a lot of very interesting detailing with the elastic. Here you see them, he can make them in metallics, or he can put, as Denise mentioned, metallics are very big.
Really
easy to match up with.
Metallics are a must-have for the spring.
Yes, and then he can even put a little pattern, like that one's got a python print with the mint coloration.
That's my favorite one. I love that one.
So even though you're on a lower heel, there's still very
sexy kind of look.
Thank you.
That's very chic.
Very, very chic, very trendy, and yet, although it's trendy, it's something that won't really go out of style.
Won't go out of style. Classic.
Right. Yes, Donald Pliner's really good. That's a very good point to make, that even though he's high fashion, it's not, you know, a trend that's going to be going out.
And that's the key.
Next
and his
year.
shoes last forever.
Yes,
they do.
Excellent quality, easy to wear. And what I love about the mesh elastics is that they go great with everything from a easy summer cotton dress to a nice short cocktail dress if you don't want to wear heels that night.
Right, or
beautiful
even
look.
jeans.
Yes, and wonderful to travel with because they pack really easily in your suitcase and comfortable to walk around in.
They look so comfy.
Yes.
They look so comfy but still stylish, which is so hard to find. I mean, we know this as women. It is so hard to find a shoe that looks good and feels good.
Yes.
I want to say that Donald often comment of the fact that the only problem about his shoes is that they last too long. So it's just his quality, the quality of the shoes is excellent.
And I love his
like
beadwork. Anything shiny I'm attracted to, and ornamentation and beading and crystals are all very strong for the spring. He's done a beautiful job on all of his sandals, mixing the metallic with the floral and the embroidery. Just gorgeous.
Well, and I love it because we also love so many of his boots, but now we get to see what he's got for the spring. And I love, whoa, what are we looking at now?
So Sarah's
gorgeous.
actually wearing part of Lisa Pliner's shoe collection. Now Lisa's bringing a little bit more of a faster fashion woman, but what she doesn't give up is the comfort that we're all used to with Donald Pliner shoes. So although those are very high shoes, you'll notice that the front, at the ball of the foot, you have a very high platform as well. And what that does is it makes, you're actually on a mid heel as opposed to a 5-6 inch heel, which it appears to be. So
because the arch of your foot is not right,
heading straight down.
It's not very steep.
Gosh, those are sexy.
And you know, I have some shoes like the one on her left, and I can wear them all day at work on my feet.
Really?
Yeah, no, it's not kidding you.
Well, you know, and that's true. It's even in the shoes I'm wearing now. It's true. They're, you know, your shoes are very comfortable, and I am really looking forward to buying those because that is now officially at the top of my wish list.
Gorgeous.
Very sexy.
What is that color called? Nude?
Nude,
or a
blush,
tan blush. But that's a huge color to wear, especially with the blacks and the chocolate browns. Instead of buying a black shoe for the summer, go for a nude or an ivory or a really neutral color, and that way you can wear it with all of the brights. You can wear it with prints. You can wear it with black, chocolate brown, denim. Goes with everything.
So the trend really is feminine, fabulous, comfortable, and we're going with very neutral, natural tones, correct?
And
metallics.
And metallics. Very strong.
And flowers in some
lots of ornamentation.
I love the ornamentation and the beading. It's really fabulous. And I want to let everybody know that Goler Fine Imported Shoes is located at 125 East Palace in downtown Santa Fe. And is that in Santa Plaza?
Yes, that is in the historic Santa Plaza.
Fabulous. And that's, of course, right next to St. Francis Cathedral. The store number and the website are listed on your screen. They are open Monday through Thursday from 9 to 6, so you have plenty of time to get over there. And, of course, Friday and Saturday, 9 to 7. And we love that you're open on Sundays from 10 until 5. And of course, as we mentioned, well-known designer Donald Pliner is kicking off the spring season with a personal appearance at the Goler store, where he has been coming for the past 13 years. And as we also mentioned, he'll be joined by his lovely wife, Lisa, to kick off her spring collection. And that will be Saturday, February 12th, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And that is when he will be there, so you don't want to miss out. We are so grateful you were with us today. Thank you.
Thank you. It was a pleasure to be here. Thank you
so much.
Thank you, Denise.
It was my pleasure. They're the go-to people for all things shoes.
Well, our fashion expert, we don't know what we do without you. Thank you all so much for being with us. And we'll be right back after the break and kick up our heels.